I won't be going, and I have to take
So
care of
I
it.
have to, so I have to drive 6 hours, and you can drive an hour to go to Wasaga. That's very disappointing.
It does not take you 6 hours to get to Wasaga.
Yeah, it does. I have to go to Mississauga first.
That's the wrong way.
I
What's the wrong
stay
way?
there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 411 of the Maritime Paintball Podcast, coming to you live, 97.9 FM CHSR, coming in Fredericton, New Brunswick, also live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Normally, I would say, who is with me, but now I'm all messed up because it's MrZak and the Farmer of Lead. What's happening, fellas?
Hey,
Hey,
thanks for having us.
I know.
again.
It was a desperation play, but you guys showed up.
I didn't have anything else better to do.
I know, and I appreciate that you had nothing better to do at whatever time it is at 8
I
o'clock.
still have nothing really good to do.
I don't blame you. I really don't.
I appreciate it.
I just had to turn off the air conditioner. I live in a hotel room right now,
Yeah, which that kind of sucks, man. I've done that. It's
Not fun.
It's not fun, man. It's not fun.
it's worth it. The work is worth it. Yeah, I'm not here from any circumstance. I'm here because of work.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's not like I'm hanging out in a hotel having fun. I'm hanging out in a hotel because I have to. So let's get the ticker going across the top there. So, folks,
That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before.
cool, right? Explore Paintball's out there in the chat. What's happening? Today we're going to be talking about Paintball's coming to TV. Sorry, Paintball's coming back to TV because it tried back in like the 90s and it did not do well.
Right,
Joe
so,
Lavoie, what's happening?
I am super out of the loop, so tell me everything.
Okay, so Major League Paintball signed a deal with ESPN2, which is if you're in the States, you can watch it on TV, like on your cable, or you can stream it. If you're in Canada, you technically need to use a VPN to stream it online. But ESPN2 is like where like professional cornhole is played and like professional like washer toss and stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
So it's the channel that ESPN is like, oh, that's cute, but we're too busy doing football, so why don't we put you over here?
Is that like where we see like competitive tag?
Yeah. I think I haven't seen competitive tag on ESPN2, but if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be on ESPN2.
I saw a reel about competitive tag where it's basically just like two parkour people that are jumping all over a jungle gym trying to touch each other.
That's basically what it is. That is exactly what it is. And so it's coming to it's coming to ESPN2, which is really cool. The downside is that it's airing at like 2 a.m. my time, 10 p.m. like Pacific time. But it's airing nonetheless.
Pacific.
Yeah, Pacific, as in like out west.
Yeah.
California. Or BC if you're Canadian.
So we're going to have to leave it up to David Justin to get those numbers up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he's doing plenty right now. I'm sure he is posting all sorts of stuff. I actually haven't seen him post in a long time. I need to go see what that man is up to because it's
okay.
What?
Hope he's okay.
Yeah, well, I've seen him posting a couple times. I know he was traveling. I'm just curious of like what the man is up to.
I think it was just a Euro game or something.
Yeah, something like that. So I really hope I should bring him back on the show. That'd be kind of fun. Talk to him. Sorry, I'm doing admin stuff right now.
I was on a show one time.
There we go. He
It
was?
was great. He had a podcast.
He did. Yeah, he had Shoot You Soon with David Justin Reaper. And I don't know how he never got blacklisted for playing Don't Fear the Reaper by the Blue Oyster Cult every time he started the show.
he had some great ideas for his show. He had a good podcast and then didn't work out.
He had some great ideas, and then it failed. No,
I
I think
wanted
on
to
his
talk
podcast.
about the details, but I realize I can't. So never mind. But he has some great ideas.
So,
the man can talk.
Chris,
That's for sure.
Farmer
Yes.
of Lead, have you ever watched Paintball on television before? That
Yeah.
wasn't your own content, as you were, with the bottle of Jergens and a box of tissues.
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
watch a lot of games, a lot of NXL World Cup.
Okay.
Be honest, and I can tell you my favorite game is the Dynasty versus the Heat. When Dynasty came back after down 3 points.
Oh, can you highlight that from Nicole May?
Nope. Nope, not that. Jesus, hold on. What's this? Oh my God, I love you, Nightmare. Can't believe you're on the show tonight. You know what? If you squint really hard, he does kind of look like Brian. It's the same actor.
What's up, guys?
No, it's he always comes. He starts back from his mic. He goes, "What's up?" And you got to do the hands across.
Do it.
What's
do it,
up,
do it,
guys?
Do it. Do it. Do it, Chris.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna be okay today. I didn't want to be mean, or I was trying to be like.
No.
presentable.
Nightmare is always free game. You can make fun of that man all day. Every
I know.
day.
I wasn't doing it for. I know I can do it, but just I was kind of like enjoying my carrots, and now I'm like I have to do an
yes.
impression of Nightmare.
Your Costa Rican carrots.
We've all done our impression. We just haven't
You know
heard
what I mean?
yours yet.
You know,
Don't forget to use.
Don't
forget
forget
to use
the 10%.
offer.
Right?
Yeah,
What's
don't
up,
forget
guys?
to use
It's
offer
Nightmare.
code Costa Rican carrots to save 10% on your next produce order.
Oh, look, I can't afford to buy meat, so we're buying vegetables these days because the economy's
Yeah,
not
well.
doing well.
Can't
Yeah,
afford to buy
it's-
meat. That is
hard
a
life.
legitimate feeling, honestly. I feel that through and through. Why is my phone buzzing?
I can only buy pre-cooked steaks.
Pre-cooked steaks. What is that like? Is that like a TV dinner thing?
No, like the neighbor's steaks when he's not looking.
Pre-made steaks. You just train the dog to go steal it from the neighbor's barbecue.
I went
so
on
I-
YouTube and watched PB2 Extreme and watched both seasons. I think it was on Spike TV back in the day. I haven't seen that show.
Paintball 2 Extreme.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
It was ages. It was before I started playing, and I have it might be like a fever dream of if I'm trying to remember it.
Are we all too young to remember Skyball?
I was
am.
too young to be in Skyball, but I am aware of Skyball.
I'm aware of it too. Was that was locally televised, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rogers I think handled that one.
Mm-hmm.
Roger or Shaw. I think this
You
was
think,
before
like-
Rogers bought Shaw. I don't remember.
Do you think regular people will enjoy watching paintball?
I don't think so.
I know I will, right? Because we watch a lot of paintball, we watch a lot of NXL and stuff. But people
Okay.
enjoy watching
So I am based on the zero hard evidence that I've collected and strictly on my own opinions of things that I've seen. I think the fact that the game that they're broadcasting happened 10 days ago, give or take.
Yo, Wolf's here. He was at Skyball. He says that he actually invented it.
It was Rogers. Wicked. I knew it. Yeah. So it's Wolf, we got to get you on the show, man. I want to get you on the radio. You got a voice for radio.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
And I'm so glad that man has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if he didn't, he would have gone insane by now.
Except
yeah.
when you play video games with him, he's very serious. I played with him Apex a couple of times, and he was very serious.
He's competitive. That's
He's
I feel it.
not that competitive,
That-
but he was kind of like, we need to achieve the mission, we need to win.
Did he tell you to get out from behind this bunker and move up?
No, I told him to stop proning, and he told me mind your own business.
Yeah, he sent you back to the
Spawn.
You wanted to say parking lot, didn't you? You wanted to so badly. I could
I think
see
I
it in your face.
I think I'm pushing my luck.
I told you to get to the circle, bro.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if
Zach
Wolf
and I
still
would be-
remembers. It was a great
be-
game, though. I don't think I sucked at it, anyways. It was
I
very
would.
bad.
I'd. You know what? I'd love to play some Apex with Wolf, but based on my interactions by playing with Zach, it would not go well. There would just be a lot of just fucking around a lot, and then Wolf getting angry and wandering off and doing his own thing and winning the game.
See, this is why we play other games that are, a little less goal oriented and a little more just chaos.
Yeah. I gotta get a new headset so we can play some more Helldivers.
You guys should play Hell Let Loose, but you might not like it.
No, I'll try
It's a
it.
good game.
You should play this game. You might not like it.
Because you guys like those arcade games.
What are you
Just
talking
like
about?
games.
Just saying, Hell Let Loose is pretty arcadey.
Have you tried Paintballers beta on Steam?
Not yet. No. I'm waiting to get my headset so I can actually talk to people. It looks really good though. It's actually endorsed. If that's the one I think it is, it's endorsed by Major League Paintball.
Oh,
Like they are like helping out with it, which is really, really cool. So the broadcast that's happening, I have zero evidence for this, except for a few things that I've seen. One, noticing that the game that's being broadcast on August 3rd, 4th, depending on the time that you're in, the game actually happened on the 20th, 21st of July. I think it was
Oh,
July
my birthday.
or June. I forget now. Oh my God, I'm mixing up the months. But it was ages ago. So it's like, okay, so why are they broadcasting it now? It's like, that's how much time it took to edit everything, right?
Okay.
There was cameras, there was shots of dye masks with GoPros,
Ooh, POV cams.
POV
that'd be
cams.
cool.
But POV cams from everybody's point of view, and then being edited by professional editors, not by YouTubers. So I'm excited to see what they can do with that.
I think that first person perspective is going to carry over well to the general audience, and instead of just like paintballers are going to already be used to that view, but the POV view is going to
Yes.
be something interesting for
I think it's a
non-paintballers.
combination. I think it's going to be the POV plus the third party angles
Yeah,
that they've got, plus the guys on the ground. They had guys on the ground with cameras. So I think all of that mixed together is going to. Did you guys hear about the social media contest for $1,000 to make a promo for ESPN? I did not. I'm going to go look into that.
right now.
The whole thing coming together is going to be it's going to be really, really entertaining, and it's going to be
For us though,
I think it'll be entertaining for other people as well, because
Don't
they're
wanna
going to be
be-
able to edit it
it's gonna be
So that
hard.
easy to follow.
I'm not
What
trying to
I
be
really-
negative. I'm trying to be realistic, because I feel like today people already chose their sports. If you're a hockey fan, basketball fan, baseball fan, you already dedicated time to watch your sport. I think what needs to be done, like somebody needs to introduce the general public to speedball. Like, yes,
yeah,
like
okay.
Brett says, documentary explaining the game to them, getting to know the players, kind of like he talked about, like highlights plus interviews, kind of like a hybrid of documentary versus showing you some clips from the game, and get
I
people
want-
interested in it, right? Talk about the markers. We're shooting these markers at 12 balls per second at 280 feet per second, blah blah blah. That kind of
But I
stuff
think
might get some people
the-
engaged and kind of like, all right, let me give that sport a shot.
Yeah,
And
I think
that's not out of line either with with NFL. Like they have their talking heads on this throughout the entire game that are telling you things that are happening, what's going on the field, why is this a rule, why did he do that, why did he throw this flag, right? I mean, yeah, okay, if you've been watching football for the last 50 years, you already know all this stuff. But for somebody that's just dropping in, by the end of the game, you have a fairly decent handle on what you just saw.
And
I was
as long
going
as
to
it's
talk
gonna
about. I was going to talk about UFC, and Explore Paintball mentioned UFC. I remember when UFC was still starting and it wasn't popular. There was one fight. Man, I'm gonna try to. I think Bonner and another fighter. They had a fight. It was one of the few times that UFC was live on TV, and people start calling each other, "Dude, there's a fight on TV. Those guys are bloodied up." Maybe paintball needs a moment like that, like an epic game, and people start tuning in, and it becomes a big deal, and it spreads like wildfire. Maybe we need something like that, or an explosion on social media, on TikTok or something. Like something needs to happen to
I
attract
think
more
what needs to
people.
happen. I can tell you what I think needs to happen. Sorry, let me get close to my microphone. Let me get right in there.
You're pulling a nightmare right now, buddy.
Seattle Uprising is is doing the contest. Okay, we're gonna go check that out.
Cool.
What paintball needs is it needs to be made cool again. We need to bring the cool factor back. Paintball is a niche extreme sport. It needs to be treated the same as skateboarding, BMXing, snowboarding.
Yep.
That's not an unpopular opinion.
Right? No, it's not. A lot of people agree.
Fact.
Like it's yeah. But the problem is when you look at the promo material that's given to the public, not the stuff that we see as paintballers, because we're following the teams and we're following the events. When you look at the stuff, when you look up paintballing in general, you end up seeing pictures that are being promoted because that's what the fields are promoting, and they have to. And I understand that why they have to do this. Don't come at me, bro. But what doesn't make the sport look cool is 12-year-olds in drab coveralls, rental masks, and 98 customs.
That's a good point.
You're not wrong.
Right? It doesn't look cool. And so when you look at skateboarding, nobody I started longboarding. I didn't start longboarding because I saw photos of overweight middle-aged dudes slowly drifting down trails. I started longboarding because I was watching people bomb down hills in BC, and I was like, that looks fucking cool. And then I realized that I can't do that. So now I'm the fat middle-aged guy lazily flowing down the trails. But that's what was that. I was like, that looks really cool. I want to get into that.
I remember the first time I saw a picture of Reaper in his full gear. I hadn't met him yet. We hadn't become friends at this point, and it was just like, that looks cool. And the first time I saw it wasn't even very long ago. Like, I wasn't like a little kid seeing it in a magazine the first time, right? It's because Reaper can never die, only the actors who portray him. But
he's actually the lead. He's actually was it Papa? I forget. He's the priest from Goat.
Yeah. Hey, Paul's here. Hey, Paul.
Sheldon's newest promo pic depicts exactly what you're saying. As in, like, Sheldon photography? Let me go look at this up. Let's go see. So I've got like an entire.
You guys are forgetting something though. There is a bit of resistance to promote paintball today. Anything to do with guns, even in Canada, US. Don't forget all the YouTube videos and TikTok are being suppressed on social media. So that's not really helping us as well.
That's why we need to stop using social media. There needs to be a bigger push for other forms of marketing. Radio, TV. Okay, here we go.
Things nobody watches or listens to anymore.
Exactly.
Facebook is for old people or paintballers.
What about Spotify? Is Spotify suppressing paintball content?
No, I don't think so, because you can't see a gun on Spotify or a marker. Sorry.
Spotify doesn't care what's in the videos. They don't track that stuff.
Really?
I think they do analyze the audio.
What about TikTok? Wolf?
TikTok is different. It doesn't suppress it so much as if you don't follow the TikTok trend, you just get buried.
Yeah, so, nobody will discover
that's the thing.
Your video.
It's yeah. So the photo that he's talking about from Sheldon is a great pick, honestly, and I'm not just saying that because it's Paul's kid, but it's a great pick because it's like it's an EMF. Yeah,
can we see it?
It's an EMF. I'm gonna see if I can bring it into the chat and bring it into the place.
Oh, big shout out to Sheldon, by the way. I think he's the best photographer, at least in Canada. I don't know much about who's taking photos in the US, but in Canada, I think he's the top of the list.
I think it's Sheldon.
He said
travels. I think Sheldon's the like if you go to an American game, I think you're still going to come across Sheldon.
Like even in North America, Sheldon
wasn't he at 0 hour when we were there?
I know, but there's a lot of photographers in the US. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, but there's only one Sheldon.
There's only one Sheldon.
There can only be one Sheldon.
It's like Highlander. There can only be one.
He has the power.
Oh God.
He takes a good.
Oh, there you go. Brandon Blue is the man in the US.
All right.
I'm sorry, in the US of I.
Okay,
right.
Cool. Well, now we know, right? Now we know.
Check out Brandon's stuff.
Yeah, we'll check out Brandon's stuff for sure.
Top 5 worldwide. Yeah, I believe.
But Canadian Sheldon is my favorite.
I wouldn't even check what Wolf just said. Yo,
There it is.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
Wolf.
so it's a great pick, right? It's a great pick because what it shows is actually the perfect blend of like this is clearly a kid, right?
Yeah.
But
He's
not
got gear.
but has real gear. Is like this is what your kid could look like. This is what a kid looking at paintball goes, that could be me. I want to be that. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Is that Paul's kid?
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
So putting on my painful to watch hat for just a half second, I like that it looks like the field is busy in the background.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
shout out
he
to
had
Paul's
all
kid.
6 people there that day actually gather behind him. And
No, they had a game. They were playing a game. I believe it was Jesse's game.
Oh, Wolf's comment. It's so good. It almost looks fake. I'm not going to lie. When I was scrolling through my feed and I saw that, I was just like, why is there like, this is a really good AI render of a paintballer. And then I looked at it close. I was like, oh, this is a shot by Sheldon. Like it's too good. It's too good. Sheldon's not human.
I'm trying
The
to
man-
be so
the man is
nice
more
and
camera
not
than
reply to
human.
the king.
I've been trying to
Yes,
hang
King.
out
It
with King
takes
for
two
like
people to
3 days.
replace
He's just
you.
avoiding me. He's just like, it's like, oh yeah, we'll play games together, and just like ghosts.
Yeah, folks. Just want to remind everyone that if you're watching live or listening it to on the radio at 97.9 FM CHSR, you can call in. We do have a phone that I love to use, so please feel free to call in. It's 506-453-4979.
I think if Wolf doesn't call right now, he hates paintball. So,
oof, actually, Wolf, that'd be
saying.
great, man. You want to call in? Give us a call. Give us a ring.
no, he hates paintball. He's not gonna call.
Apparently he does. That's
Really
the rumor.
hates.
That's what I'm being
He's
told
got
by
a-
Led.
He's got a problem with paintball. He hates it so much. He's not calling. Or he doesn't know how to use a phone. So we don't know. I could be proven wrong today.
Ooh, I'm fighting words, man. I'm
Is
fighting
Wolf
words.
too old to use a cell
Slap
phone?
shit at you next time you
Or a
see you.
flat phone? We don't know.
Man, you know what?
Morse code. Morse code. What you want to say, Wolf? Challenge.
He's not watching.
He's
No,
not watching. He's like he wandered off.
I think he logged out. I think we lost him.
So
Sorry,
yeah,
my
I think this broadcast is the beginning of something great. It's actually, even if the broadcast doesn't do super great, let's go on a. I'm in the middle of something, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, hating on paintball.
Jesus, let's say it performs lackluster, right? It sucks.
Okay.
It happens. Whatever, right? It's still, I think, the fact that Major League Paintball went out and figured out this contract, plus the whole thing on Steam where they're endorsing a game. They're trying. They're clearly trying to like get things going and get numbers up and promote more that isn't just relying on social media likes and shares, because social media is just not where it's at anymore unless you're willing to pay for ads. And I fully, like Wolf had said in the chat earlier, pay for ads and streaming services. Like pay for ads. You can do this. I don't know if people are unaware of this, but if you run a paintball field or a paintball store, what you can do is you can have an ad recorded, right? And you can put it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Apple Music, and you can geolocate that stuff. I get ads in my podcasts from like local law firms that are in Fredericton because it's geolocating where I'm at. So like it's possible you can do that. You do YouTube ads. I wonder what those cost. I wonder what it costs to run an ad on YouTube. You know, there's ways around.
$350,
About $350.
probably.
Sure.
That's my guess.
Yeah, but for how long? And which video is it targeting? It gets pretty expensive. Depends on how often it's gonna show or
I'm looking it up.
Videos are showing.
While you're
YouTube
looking it
ads
up,
are measured in CPM or costs per thousand, and most businesses pay a CPM of between $4 and $10. The average business sets aside a daily budget of $10 to $50 for its YouTube advertising campaign. It costs on average $2,000 to reach 100,000 views on YouTube.
PB field owner to expect PB manufacturers to pay cover media advertising. See, that's a whole different debate on who's supposed to be promoting the sport. I think
Both. Why
both
not both?
they have to. Both they have to. But for the most part, when you say grow the sport, you're talking about the field growing, bringing
Yeah,
more clients, more customers,
I love
especially
Wolf's idea
groups,
of having
kids.
a commercial before a movie. I wonder what those cost. I mean, they're probably very expensive.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Field owners expect manufacturers to pay and whatnot. That if you own a field, you need to advertise your field. You can't expect Tippmann to advertise your field. Tippmann's going to advertise Tippmann, but like advertise your field. That you don't need to promote the sport of paintball. Promote just your field, and it'll do its own thing.
Tippmann need to support the fields. This is where it's different. They're not supposed to advertise the field, but they're supposed to support them in a lot of ways. They can sponsor their events. They can, GI Sports, give you a pretty aggressive price on paint, so you can attract different type of people.
Sure.
Everybody's got a part to play. And this is going to
be
very...
But if people aren't going to the field, then why should Tippmann give you a discount on paint?
Look, it's like a new business, right? Let's say I'm the supplier, because Tippmann is a supplier of paintball products, right? In order for me to sell, I need to promote the field that potentially could sell my stuff, right? There's not a lot of paintball fields in the world. There isn't a lot. It's from their interest to support these fields. I'm not saying throw a lot of money, but throwing a couple of markers at a field, rental, here's 15 Tippmann 98s to start. You don't need to pay me. It costs Tippmann nothing. They cost absolutely nothing. This is how you can support just little things, right? But don't tell them, oh, you need to lease minimum 20 markers from us before you get that price. You're not really helping them. If the field doesn't grow in the next couple of years, maybe pull your stuff out of there. But there's a lot of way you can do, because at the end of the day, you're helping yourself. Tippmann, we're just saying Tippmann here. It could be Planet Eclipse, HK, whatever, right?
Yeah,
they have to work together. But what I don't agree with people is thinking that I'm supposed to be, as a player, as a customer, it's my responsibility to grow the sport. No, I'm a customer. I pay money for the field, right? And I expect the field to create good and fun games for me so I can continue coming back. That's my responsibility. Now, if I work for the field, or if the field is inviting me for games, that I have responsibility towards that field to promote the field. So responsibility to grow the sport is the field, and it's the responsibility for a lot of these companies to support paintball fields and facilities. My opinion. Now, everybody you can disagree, but from a point of view of business, I think that's the way it should be. So.
I think it's a good assessment of the way things are, but we're also talking about what's about to happen. So what kind of advertising opportunities are going to happen at 2 a.m. on ESPN2, right?
So that's the thing is, out east here, it's going to be 2 a.m. Technically, it's going to be 10 p.m. in like California.
That qualifies as prime time.
Which is the biggest market for paintball, by the way.
The state of California has the population of Canada.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just pulling a number out of my ass there. But I'm guessing it's probably pretty close. Let's find out.
I think it is, yeah. I think it is. I think you're right.
The population of downtown LA.
Yeah. California is actually bigger than Canada at 39 million people. So, yeah. So 10 p.m.
It's a really
pretty reasonable time. It's 10 p.m., right? And it's also a trial too, right? Like if it performs, it gets a better time slot. It sucks that you're kind of like not set up to fail, but you're definitely not being given the best chance off the break.
I think Tom's got a good point. I don't think they're going for live.
No, they're not going for live at all. This is going to be, they're going to broadcast it, and then I think you're going to see they're going to diversify. They're going to broadcast it, and then you're going to see highlights and snippets get thrown onto YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook
but
Reels, all that
mean?
stuff.
What does it mean for ESPN to invest in this? It means there's a lot of potential.
I also think Major League Paintball's paying them. Like, you know what I mean?
But they don't have to say yes. I don't think they're paying them a lot of money.
They definitely see something there, right? They definitely see it.
Yeah.
And they're given the, let's just say the 10 p.m. slot, because they're really aiming for California is really what they're trying to shoot for.
Yeah, and you can't blame them for that. Yeah.
No, not at all.
They're not going to do it Ottawa time zone, buddy.
No. Could you imagine? They do like Manitoba time zone.
Manitoba.
Does Manitoba have a time zone? I thought time just stopped in Manitoba, and then it started up again when you got through.
No, they just don't have daylight savings.
Right.
So
So
that
yeah,
it's just like half the year they're on time, and the other half of the year they're a different time.
it's like Newfoundland's always half an hour off.
Yeah, well, like their clocks stay the same. Yours changes.
Yeah, you're the weird ones, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be this broadcast is definitely going to be, I think, a catalyst for something. I think it could be great. I think we can see a bigger push and like more people coming in to play paintball. But I hope this doesn't.
Better.
It grew up in Winnipeg. Did it get better? Isn't it still the murder capital of Canada?
No, he left Winnipeg.
Oh,
listen, I worked there for 3 weeks and I quit my job.
That's fair. That's a fair
I
assessment.
passed through there once on a bus and didn't die. That's good.
Did
you get off the bus?
No, but it was only a couple weeks later that somebody's got their.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, Keanu was on the bus. He couldn't stop, so he had to go fast.
No, but yeah, sure, that's a funny reference.
Do you think it'll get more people to watch the NXL live streams for the next major? No.
Maybe.
No? No's a hard no.
Why not?
That's not a hard no. It's more like, I think what's going to happen is I think the people that are going to enjoy the ESPN broadcast are going to enjoy it for different reasons than what you would enjoy watching the live broadcast. Because, to be honest, watching the live broadcast is great most of the time because you get to watch it live. You get to see things happening live. You know what I mean? Like, you get to see that great play happen right in front of you. But it is very difficult to coordinate those cameras. You can't always be snapping from camera to camera to capture that good angle, especially a sport like paintball where you might be focusing on, say, the guy in the snake because he's moving up, but then the game changes because there was a move made in the Doritos. So it's really hard to coordinate those cameras, and I feel bad for the guy who's trying to like bang out that like camera 2, camera 5, camera 1. So with the broadcast, they took the time to edit everything. We get to see the great play. We get to see what's happening, and they can edit it in such a way that you can see two different things happening at the same time on the field. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I want to know who the commentary is going to be. Like, is it going to be Joe Buck and
Joe
Troy
Rogan.
Aikman?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, no, we can't afford him.
We sure can't.
It's probably Ollie. It's just Ollie.
We'll see what happens. It's definitely a good thing though, but we'll see what happens. It could be a great success, or it could be like, all right, well, we tried, didn't work out. But it's definitely good news for the sport for sure. So.
No, yeah, for sure. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome to watch. I'm excited for it. I'm not watching it at 2 a.m. I will be watching it later. I'm also in Canada, which means I'll be watching it not the way it's intended to be watched. Sorry. It's a hard fact, folks. Can't watch it live. I'm also very curious to see what commercials are going to run. It's kind of like the Super Bowl where you're like, oh, I can't wait to watch the commercials because let's be honest, football's kind of boring. I said it. Fight me.
For you.
It's boring for me. I watched the Super Bowl for the halftime show and the commercials.
It's boring for me too.
Thank you. And there's sometimes there's some cool stuff happens, but most of the time it's watching.
It's only funny. It's only not funny. It's only cool when when you're watching Notre Dame and Rudy is trying to win. This is a very old movie. Most of you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But like when Rudy, was allowed to enter the game at the end. and everybody was saying Rudy. That was like a good moment. But after that was my last game that I've watched.
I understood that reference.
I'm just curious to see who bought time slots to run during a paintball broadcast. Like, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. And if it is one of those, somebody had said in the chat, I think Wolf said it, there was going to be like a where to play paintball commercial. I'm very curious to see how that's going to work because it's probably going to be like SC Village. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to show like the big fields in the U.S. and
maybe
that's it.
I'm expecting it just to be a repetitive there's only like one ad got taken out, and they just keep playing the same ad over
just
and over and over again.
This was Hertz car rental over
Yeah.
and over again.
Or like Ozempic.
Keep playing Hertz car rental
It's
as low as $2.99 or something.
So I'm thinking like you're just watching like paintballers duking it out. It's super intense. Cut to commercial, and all it is. I asked my doctor. Ask your doctor today if Ozempic is right for you.
Side effects may include.
It's also going to be 10 p.m. at night, so it's either going to be fast food commercials because it's 10
diabetes
o'clock at night,
commercial, right?
or it's going to be life insurance and
Life
medications
insurance.
that they're
Remember
not
when
allowed
it
to
used to
get.
be phone chat lines, late night?
Dude, yes, that's hilarious, man. I've not. Wow, that was a thing for a while. That
Yeah, before
was a thing.
before AOL and
Woof.
ICQ.
I see. The Yahoo games playing pool with the live
Mhm.
chat. That was a cesspool. Going in, just trying to play some 8-ball, and just man,
You guys
Oh.
think paintballers will watch
No,
a big number of them?
let's be real.
I-
They don't even
I-
watch their own videos.
it's true.
Like,
True.
how many videos have you posted? How many views are you getting? Like less than 200.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well,
No,
because people keep forgetting that paintball there's two different paintballs, right? There's the recreational paintball and there's the sportive paintball. And
I'm
the
looking
sportive
forward to
paintball
see-
don't like recreational and vice versa. That's
I don't-
a fact.
It seems to be. I really am
Yeah.
looking forward to watching some professional paintball action. I want to see the firefights. I want to see the snap shooting. I want to see the dives. I want to see the crashes. I want to see the failures. I want to see the wins. I want to
Like,
see it all.
It's really
the-
entertaining to watch those games.
the content that I watch. So when I get a craving to watch paintball on YouTube, I'm not looking for the point of view shots. I'm not looking for like some dude's GoPro footage. I'm usually watching something like HK Army does a great job editing the footage together. Well, I
Yes.
mean, they're hiring editors and whatnot, and they're kind of showcasing
Yes.
producers. But it's always cameras from the sidelines,
Yeah.
capturing great moments, cut to great music most of the time. And it's
You don't like
action-
dubstep?
No, I like dubstep, but sometimes the dubstep they pick is like a little too like it's like somehow like emotional, right? So or it's like super soft and like mellow, and I'm like, this doesn't fit.
Can I tell? I don't know if you can play that video,
I can't if I play any video with any music. I
but
have to
I'm
mute the
gonna
music.
drop the link here, and I know most of you guys have seen that video from HK. I think for me, any content in paintball, this for me is the greatest video.
Ooh, I
in
wonder which
paintball.
one it is because there's one from HK that I absolutely love.
I just dropped it now. You click on it, you probably will agree. It's World Cup. It's probably the best era
Oh.
in speedball.
Is that the one
Back
where they
when-
edited Marquis' mustache onto everyone?
No, that's not the one.
No,
But I guarantee you,
but
if you
Zach, can we
click the
make a
link,
side
you'll know.
project? Zach, you and I, can we work on a side project? We're gonna grab an
lots.
HK. We're gonna grab an HK Army video, and we're just gonna redub everything with you just going.
It's like the world's worst beatbox.
Whatever, it's gonna be hilarious. Sorry, I'm plugging in my Mac with the.
And by the way, that video has got 5.2 million views.
I can't. You gotta send me the link in a private chat, would you? Because I can't.
All right,
I can't
here.
grab the link from
I'll
the
send it
comments
to
the
you
way
right
my system's
here.
set up.
There you go.
Appreciate it. And son of a-
5.2 million views. Worth every view. It's really entertaining, even if you don't watch paintball. If you watch that video, it'll be like, shit, man, that looks pretty
That's
intense.
awesome.
Looks pretty
That looks
entertaining.
dope. Like I want to do that. Let's go do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
watching the
that's-
video right now. I know. Yeah.
Have you
I
seen
know
that
this
video? You've seen the video.
Yeah,
Almost
this is
everybody has
hot.
seen this video.
Well, send me the link.
I did.
there.
It's in the private chat, dude. I don't want
What
to bring another
private
carrot
chat?
here. All right.
See on the side
Oh,
of
that
your
private chat.
StreamYard?
Yes,
Yeah.
the only which like Messenger.
Let me see. Oh, you know what? It's like it started playing 3/4 of the way through. So Probably the video.
But you know what I'm talking about. You know that video, the video.
Yeah, that's
I
a hot
guarantee you
video.
a bunch of speedball. When I played speedball a couple years ago, that's the video I was watching before the game.
No, this isn't the one that I always. This isn't like my always go to, but this is worth. Like this deserves all 5.2
Yes.
million views it's got.
Yes.
100%.
And if ESPN can drop videos like that, I guarantee you,
Yeah, that's what
they'll
I'm saying.
attract
Like,
a lot of people.
I would
'Cause
love
that
to
video's well
see
done.
a full length broadcast, not of like that, not like don't give me 2 hours of like nonstop slow motion and dubstep. That's a bit much. If I want that, I'll go watch The Matrix.
Hey, pump the brakes.
Sorry, if I want that, I'll go watch Equilibrium.
Hey,
Hey, that's not a
whoa.
bad movie, dude. You can relax, right?
Yo,
It's not a bad movie
That's
at
what
all. It's actually
Christian Bale,
fantastic.
no? Christian
Yeah,
Bale movie?
yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Christian Bale and everything is shiny.
some people base their entire
Where is she?
personalities off of those films.
Yes, those people are nerds.
It's my Christian Bale.
Don't blaspheme
talk-
the Matrix, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, don't talk shit about the Matrix.
Okay.
So,
But
Whoa.
anyways, yes, if they can produce something that is entertaining to watch like that, they've got a winning. I think they got a winning combination there. I think more people will get into it. I think more people will watch it. It's going to bring back that cool factor, which we desperately need because, frankly, outside of unless you know where to look, paintball just doesn't look cool. It looks kind of boring from not if you look from the outside in, right?
Yeah.
You can. I mean, you
can.
show your content to non-players, and they're just like, "Oh, yeah, nerd," right? Like,
Yeah, but put some music in the video, put some highlights.
Well, what I mean is, like,
I see what they
the-
did.
some people get into it. Some people
Yeah.
who aren't players like consuming the like they like watching your videos and stuff like that. And they're like, "Hey, that looks cool.
Mhm,
That looks like
mhm,
fun. I'd like to play that sometime." Like those people exist. They're out there. Are they a market share? Maybe not. But this is the only sport that has the wolf, who is calling in 5 minutes to give his opinion.
Sorry, I just spiked the shit out of that mic.
Or
Okay.
he won't, and he hates paintball
Ooh. So
and babies.
Mm, No, I don't think that one's true.
no, he doesn't hate babies.
I don't think you.
don't think he
Maybe I took it too far. He just hates
Yeah.
paintball then.
Yeah, just paintball.
He's still in the chat, so he's not. He's still there.
I
So he can still
probably
call.
got, like-
Can I tell you, I think he's gonna call 30 seconds before we end the show. And he's gonna be like,
Probably. No,
"Oh,"
give
and I'll
me
be
a
like,
number. I'll
"Oh,
dial
my
out.
bad, guys."
He's
Can
got
we
vo-
call
he's got
him?
voice
Does
prompts.
anybody have Wolf's number? We'll call him if he doesn't want to call us. All
I
right.
don't have his number. I don't have his number.
867-5309. Try that.
30, 30.
Well, okay, guys, please leave Wolf alone. All right. He's busy right now.
What? Anyways, ow, damn it! Sorry, I broke one of my toes the other day, and it fucking hurts.
Oh,
Which one?
My baby toe. I actually broke my baby toe on my left foot. It hurts like hell.
Did he
sorry.
cry, Wolf?
No, I swore a lot though. I didn't even break it in a cool way. I was just sitting funny, and my foot slipped off the stool and slammed into the ground, and just broke my toe. Like it was like.
You just stepped on your own toe.
Well, and the thing too is I was working on some marketing materials for a company, and I was like sitting there, and I was like, "Does this count as workers' comp?"
Yeah, that seems related.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Oh.
Somebody call.
Nervous.
Let's see. Hello, who's there?
If it's not Wolf, just hang up the phone.
Sweet Jesus, you guys, and the peer pressure. I mean, goodness gracious. Trying to have a nice, relaxing evening,
No such thing, bro.
drinking some Earl Grey and watching some Brazzers, and you guys just keep.
Breaking news: Wolf loves paintball.
Man, you just went full Jean-Luc Picard.
I bet you too. If we got video of him too, he's probably wearing like that silk shirt with the full chest exposed, like Jean-Luc Picard, like just chest hair in the wind.
No, it would be a smoking jacket, bro.
Make it so.
Oh, class.
Even though I never smoked, but you gotta have to look.
He spritzes it with like fake like liquid smoke and a perfume thing.
Just wanted to give a quick random story that you guys reminded me of. Like you were talking about, would the public accept certain types of advertising from paintball, or would they like it and stuff. One thing that I did in my years when the kids were younger, on the parents, I can't remember what you call it now, when the parents are invited to the school to talk about their job and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Parent teacher, or no, okay, yeah, like take your take your parent to take your.
Yeah. And it was cool because I went as a professional paintball player.
Ooh, fancy.
And the fun thing about it, and one of the videos, I edited a video together. I talked to Marky from HK Army, and I played them the Living Legends video.
Which one?
Yeah.
You're talking like
I know which one you're talking
Living
about.
Legends?
Big
Yes.
one with the FPS Russia and stuff.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, all I did was edit out the bikini parts, but
Living Legends?
Bro, you cut out the best part.
yeah, I know. Yeah, right. The school would love that. It was like grade 9s.
Look, they
That's my
got
second
learn
favorite video.
somehow. Got you just
Second favorite video.
It's safe for work.
The thing about it is that as I was leaving, the principal was like, really appreciative and stuff. And she said, when we announced the different, like what you could do, it wasn't just, you didn't just go to your child's class. They'd have the different parent in different classes doing different subjects, and the kids could choose.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that out of all the parents that signed up, to go and do presentations, mine was fully booked immediately. And
Oh, wow.
it was the most popular one, and there were like kids waiting for other kids to drop out to go to the paintball one.
well, why wouldn't right? It's
Yeah, it was so cool.
It's
and
awesome.
The other jobs were like, I think one guy was a cop, one guy was music producer, and there were a couple of decent things though. But yeah, it's like apparently it was like line up around the corner trying to get into the paintball dad show.
Oh,
that's
shit.
wild, man. That's awesome. So it just
Yeah.
goes to show that people think paintball is cool. We just got to present it in the right way.
You just got to present it the right way.
100%.
And that's and you guys are saying it's. I had this conversation with Bear from SE Village and Hollywood Sports. Like when these guys, especially when you get like real celebrities. I'm not talking about E-Slut, but
Like Randy Couture.
Yeah, he plays.
well, it's like when Hollywood Sports is literally in Hollywood, so they get like Bear would always like get pictures with like big time stars, like big time A-list celebrities, and it's like they're holding like a rental marker,
Right.
Yeah.
and like the word, you know what I mean? Like they should be setting up like the coolest stuff.
Yeah, get them the M3 off the wall.
Yep.
And hand it to them with
Get
the
him
latest
a
rotor.
defender.
You know what I mean? Like
Be real. They can
trick them
afford it.
out. Trick them out
Exactly.
just for the photo at the very least, right? Because
Absolutely. And another thing which is out of his control, I really hated it because he did feel like he wouldn't tell them, like, I don't know, like he'd have like, Will Smith or Brad Pitt out there and stuff like that. And big time celebrities taking their kids to play. And, he'll post a picture with them on his page, which was, not that good,
Personal.
but celebrities never ever post pictures of themselves playing paintball. And
which is
it's
strange.
pretty frustrating.
I find it a little strange. Like,
Are they not? Are they not posting it because that's considered their private time?
I don't know.
That could be though. That could be.
But I just like every time you post a celebrity's picture, like I go to that celebrity's page and you never see it.
Yeah, because they're not
It's not-
paid.
it's not like
They're
you're
not
taking
paid
pictures
to
with
promote
kids
the
or anything
facility.
like that. It's not
They're
like
not
it's like
paid.
pictures with the kids and all this stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I just found it frustrating. Like I would try to convince them to show the world what it's doing, and that's like a huge advertisement within itself.
Yeah.
For real. Like, yeah, find out what it takes to get Brad Pitt to post a paintball shot. Like, why would it be so hard?
Just
You know?
screenshot Tom Hardy in that movie where he was shooting a bunch of kids playing paintball. You guys remember that movie?
No.
The Dark Knight Rises.
No.
It's
Doesn't-
when he's like a spy and he's competing for a girl with another
Yes.
spy.
Yes,
I
he was
actually
playing
put that on my
paintball.
TikTok the other day.
Yeah.
Or like on Community, the worst depiction of paintball ever.
I think paintball got a bad rap, but
From that,
It'll
what it
always
is.
have always have a bad rep.
No,
But so does
from-
skateboarding. Skateboarding's always that's the sport of hooligans and vagrants. You know, like it's
He's talking about it from the safety aspect when they put it on TV.
oh no, when they put it on
especially
TV.
do you remember that stuff in the U.S. like the paintball drive-bys, whatever? Do you guys remember that?
it was
couple
even
years
on,
ago?
That happens once in a while.
That
It was even on
like,
Big Bang Theory.
Too, right?
yeah, it was like that's. Do you have to report that 24/7? Like it's just a bunch of guys playing around. Like,
Yeah, but it's
not the
easy.
Sport.
If it
It
bleeds,
is
it
easy.
leads. Send
Yeah,
it forward.
that's true.
So
It gave a bad
Oh,
rep
man.
for paintball. It's dangerous. People get injured. Like, no, it's a safe sport.
There is a lot of positive in media, like on TV. Like I was like just mentioning, Community was not a great depiction of paintball in media because that's not how it is played in real life. But then you see it on like The Big Bang Theory, and they're wearing
They
masks and stuff like that.
I was really surprised by Big Bang Theory. They had the masks, they wore the chest protectors, they had actual paintball markers with them. They were covered in blue paint, which is an actual paint color. It's not,
Mhm.
and
Red.
and it always sucked because it was always the nerds getting just absolutely stomped every time they played. Like it just
Right, but when you look at that show and the reach that show had, for people to still not know what paintball is today is kind of like, really?
well, I wear
I think people know what paintball is. They just don't know how good it gets.
they don't know
Like,
how deep that
just
rabbit
have the
hole
base.
goes.
They have, yeah. They just 99% of the world only knows about the birthday parties that you drop your
Yep.
kids off to. And then,
Agreed.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but there's a difference here where some people are paintballers and some people play paintball. There's a big difference. Some people
Yeah.
go
oh,
with their friends to
absolutely.
play paintball. They play
one are you?
once, twice. You know what I am, right?
Yeah.
I'm a tourist.
Parking lot.
Because no matter where I am, like I'm always, kind of like telling people what I do, and literally every time I tell people about big games, they had no idea that we do these things.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like,
god!
I-
I love showing people big game footage because they're just like the whole time they're just like, oh,
Yeah, it is.
that
It is.
looks
Like
so awesome.
during D-Day, there's a lot of people playing paintball for the first time. Those guys are gonna come back.
I hope so.
Those guys
Yeah,
are gonna
there was
come
a lot
back
of
because
beginners.
it's epic. There's a lot of
Mhm.
beginners every year at D-Day. But what
But
I'm
you
saying
are.
is that even if you introduce people to the sport, they might go and play. Play might not be for them. They'll have fun, but then they might not come back. But then you've got that dude that he falls in love and is like, you know what, I'm gonna buy my gear. I'm gonna come back, and a couple of years later, he's playing Division 4,
So-
investing a lot of money, practicing twice a week. It is what
Cameron's
it
got
is.
this great comment. He says, referring a group of teenagers who were playing for the second time because they loved it, showed them my 170R, and 3 of them immediately asked where they can go and buy a speedball marker.
Mhm.
Because he showed off a 170R because it's a badass looking marker. Like, why wouldn't you want to go and get one?
It's a Testarossa of paintball, but yeah.
I mean, yes, but
Sorry
Tesla
for the
did
young
great.
folk.
Tesla
the
did
young
great
folk out
stuff
there.
for electric cars. So
Sure, yeah.
But I also think a lot of fields need to upgrade I'm not giving a shout out to anybody here or promoting a brand, but I'm just
Oh,
saying
thank
at one
goodness.
point,
no, he's just wearing a Planet Eclipse shirt.
at one point, I think a lot of facilities need to start introducing the Emax versus the 198, which is it works, but it's not the best marker. Give them the option. Hey, for $5 you can use the Emac.
I think a lot of places have switched to EMEC as their rental gun.
There's a lot of them they
Marker.
did, but some of them haven't. Some of them are
The
still
major
using.
fields, like Wasaga does, I do believe. I
Is it
think
all
they're like
Emacs
EMEC.
or they still have 198s? I'm not taking shots at the 98s, but
You know what? I can't say for sure.
I'm saying provide better service, provide better markers.
I haven't
what I'm
rented in a
saying?
long time.
Yeah. So,
But
well, Wolf man,
yeah.
thanks for calling in.
Pleasure, boys. Have a good night. Stop harassing me. Love you.
Bye.
No promises.
There, I dropped him. I hung up on him so he couldn't hang up on us. You can't leave me. I'm leaving you.
See, I told you guys, Wolf really loves paintball.
does.
What do we have for time? We've got 4 minutes.
5 minutes.
So
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
At the outro. Outro takes a minute.
4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes. My bad.
yeah, we got 4-ish minutes. We'll see. Wait 1 second.
Time's ticking, bro. Time's ticking.
TikTok.
Anyways, yeah. So the broadcast happening August 3rd, August 4th, depending on the time zone. Check it out. It's ESPN2. If you're Canadian, I believe the best way to catch it is if you have a Hulu account. Go on Hulu and then use an American VPN, and you can watch ESPN2 through Hulu.
I don't recommend using any pirate services for pirate TV because you'll probably be able to find it on there, but you shouldn't because it's...
Yeah, definitely don't recommend Googling the words how to watch ESPN2 free.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Nobody should ever do that. That's just... Why would you do that?
Yeah. And, it's going to be great. I can't wait to talk about it because we're going to talk about it next week. We're going to pick it apart. I'm going to watch it and I'm going to rewatch it. And I'm going to rewatch it. It's going to be great. August.
It's going to be great.
30.
It's paintball. It's what it is.
I hope we get to see a lot of like send it
great teams.
style content, right? I want to see the risks. I want to see the excitement, right? Like distill that, put it into a whatever 30-minute
Well,
spot.
I think players will play their asses off. They know they're on ESPN now, so they got to play their asses off. It's gonna be a good.
It's also
gonna be
like
a lot of good games.
I watch the pro games. I watch the finals on Go Sports every time they're on, and like I love watching it live. There was one year. What year was it? 2018, 2019. That it was Houston Heat versus the Russians, and it was the final game, the final point, and buzzer went basically game start, and Buddy just sprinted down the line.
The Russian ones, right?
The Russians actually lost. They found that they were playing on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He hit the buzzer. Everyone lost their minds. They were like, "Oh man!" Because they came back. It was a draw, and they had 11 points or 11 seconds left on the clock. They did a 7-second point. It was wild. Everyone lost their minds. It was crazy. They went back and it saw that he had actually gotten hit in the ankle and played on, and it hit the buzzer. So they actually pulled 2 players and caused a major, which means that Houston Heat got the point. So
yeah, these
they
games
lost
are epic, man.
Right. So Houston Heat won on a technicality, and I watched that live. I literally threw a beer can across the room when it happened.
I would love to see the female teams on ESPN as well.
I think we
There's
will.
Great teams,
I think, I think we will. I think they're going to show a little bit of everything. I think with this one, it's just a couple of. I think it's only the 2 teams right now, but I think it's got room to grow. So, but that's it, folks.
Pretty intense too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up real quick. So, Zach, Led, thanks for coming on and chit chatting with me.
Anytime.
It was a ton of fun. Wolf, thanks for calling in. Thanks for being the only caller. Whatever,
the best caller.
The best caller. And for those that are watching, chit chatting in the comments for us, liking and sharing all that, we love you. Thank you so much. But that's it, folks. What?
I was going to say the comments
really
popped off tonight.
Yeah, they did. It was great. It was awesome. So that's it, folks. We're out of here until next week. Cheers.
He killed his momentum.